when jihad is upon you and you break out the tactical fighting bush. Drive by. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to Intuitive Defense. My name is Baker, and this is a hot mess. Anyways, welcome to what I like to call range talk. Now I know the intro to this video is absolutely goofy. I recognize that, with the whole tactical fighting bush and all. No real practicality there whatsoever. That's mainly for entertainment purposes. But what is not goofy and what is not for entertainment purposes is being able to successfully and effectively and efficiently defend yourself against all threats. And one of the best ways to do that is with the use of a firearm, whether it be a rifle, a pistol, a shotgun, whatever you're comfortable with. The important part is we, as Americans, have the freedom and the right to do so. So anyways, the way these two things interconnect is you can still have fun and be silly, and you can still learn a lot and benefit from training and getting out on the range and learning these weapon systems that you may already have or that you may be looking at getting. The important part here is that if you so choose to exercise your right, you do so, and you get training to do it. Now, obviously, there's a lot of leaders out there who are actively working against Americans who decide to exercise their Second Amendment right or who are looking at exercising their Second Amendment right. It's people who are surrounded by guns that think you shouldn't have a gun for your protection. That's absolutely hypocritical and stupid. And how people buy into that, I have no idea, but some people do. But I think that a lot of people are starting to realize that that these so-called leaders, they're not looking out for your best interest. Obviously, crime is on the rise. A lot of people just don't feel safe going places anymore. They'd rather just stay home, not go out. They don't want to exercise their freedom to move around or anything else. And these leaders and politicians who make these laws or these rules or who are actively working to deprive you of your rights and freedoms, as I said before, they are surrounded by people with guns for their protection. And usually they don't see any of their decisions in the real world. Lately though, there have been a few politicians who have been the victim of a carjacking or a robbery or a mugging or a home invasion, things like that. But typically, they're usually removed. Their actions don't affect them. Take this opportunity, especially right now with the uncertainty of everything, take this opportunity and train. If you're looking at getting into firearms, do so. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. And for a lot of people, that motto becomes a reality too late. They realize how important that is when their life is immediately in danger. The way I see it is a criminal, a lawless, violent criminal, isn't going to obey the law. And they're gonna most likely be armed, whether it's with a gun or a blunt object or a knife or whatever the case may be. They're usually gonna be armed when they come to deprive you of something, whether it's your possessions, whether it's your life, whether it's your security and safety, whatever it is that they're coming to deprive you of, usually they're gonna be armed. And if you are going to have to defend yourself or your family in a situation where you're dealing with someone who's armed, it's going to be in your best interest 9 out of 10 times that you too are armed. I know the majority of our videos here on Intuitive Defense are goofy. They're meant for entertainment purposes, but all of them still have a message of protect yourself. Get the training that you deserve. Really, it all boils down to this. The government cannot 100% guarantee your safety 100% of the time. Therefore, self-defense is a personal responsibility. The Second Amendment is under a great deal of attack, both by politicians and other types of groups who are very anti-Second Amendment. They believe that if you take the guns away from the people, you will effectively take the guns away from the criminals. That's not how that works. Criminals are going to do what criminals do. Gun laws work really well for law-abiding citizens, and the majority of the population are going to follow those laws. And so when you disarm law-abiding citizens, all you've done is disarm law-abiding citizens and taking their means of effective self-defense away from them. The criminal is still going to do what the criminal does. They're still going to have a gun. So they don't care about what happens to you. It's all just on paper, and look what we've done. We've passed these gun laws, and gun crime should go down. And they're always so shocked and so surprised when crime continues to rise. Even though they've made a new law, well, that's great. Law-abiding citizens are following that law too. The criminals, they don't give a shit about it. So the politicians don't care about you. You need to care about yourself. The Second Amendment is our ability, the American people, is our ability to protect ourselves, not have to rely on the government, federal or state or whoever it may be, to protect us. We can protect ourselves. With that freedom and right comes great responsibility. So we need to be able to safely protect ourselves. We need to know our weapon systems inside and out. We need to train. You might be thinking, well, I'm new to guns. What kind of training should I get? Or I don't have a gun yet, but I'm looking at getting a gun. What type of training should I get? First would just be basic training. Manipulation of the weapon, how to load, unload the weapon, just basic firearms training. And then from there, based on your skill level and how far you want to go with training, then you just continue to advance from there. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I appreciate you tuning in to this episode of Range Talk. I hope to see you in future videos. Also, if you have any questions or comments or you want to yell at me, just leave all that down in the comment section. I'll do my best to get back to you. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to get back to training here on the range, and then after that, I gotta get back to doing some yard work, which is what happened here. So don't tell the wife. But she thinks I'm still out here doing manly things with trees and cleaning stuff up. But I decided to grab the guns and kit up and ride around like an idiot in a mule and shoot at stuff.
I see you.
Which led me here. So there's that. All right, don't tell my wife. I'll see you guys later. You've been guarded. Ah, come on, you're making this look stupid. Hold on. Let's go. All right, there we go. You're still being guarded. Just, hold on. In the 80s movies, this always works out so much better. No, here we go. Nope. Crap. I don't know how those guys do it with those awesome one-liners.